Now, regular viewers will recognise Sam and Jen. They're part of the Skill Builder family. We've been following them for about 3 years, and today it's bad news because their workshop has been broken into, tools have been taken. This is happening every day across the country. We're encouraging all of you to mark your tools, use systems like SelectaDNA and Datatag, and there are 2 other things that I want you to check. Now, we're not sure how these thieves found Sam's workshop, but it might well have been his Facebook page, because this little signpost icon, this bit is actually a link, and if you follow it quite often, it's going to show you a map pinpointing your location, and there's even a get directions button. Now, I'm going to show you the other thing to check, but first of all, let's hear from Sam.
Jen and I decided to go away on holiday for a week. Didn't tell anyone, didn't put it on social media. Got back and discovered my workshop had been broken into, and I was absolutely devastated. We live in a rural area, low crime. We had a house sitter, my niece, completely 100% trusted. We have CCTV, but I didn't set the alarms because I was worried about my niece getting confused with the codes and that. So in hindsight, I should have set my alarm, but they avoided all the CCTV. I'm really on edge now because someone's broken in, they've seen what I've got. I'm half expecting them to turn back up. Touch wood, I've never had any of my vehicles broken into, but the fact that they've come onto my property, it's right off the road, a rural location, and they've come in through the back, which is an expansive field, so it's like it's been planned. So the Facebook address has now been, it's more vague. I immediately phoned the police and they said, are your tools marked? All my tools are marked with my logo. I don't have an itinerary of my tools, I know what I've got. So I don't know if enough is being done, because I've got loads of carpentry tools, loads of building tools. I don't know what we can do to keep them safe. I know they've got a difficult job, but they didn't do any forensics. They telephoned me in the morning after I'd reported it and said, have they left any tools that they might have used to break in with? Which they hadn't. They'd moved a lot of my things, because to get into the window you'd have to climb through a tiny gap through a shelf and move all the things that are on the shelves. That had all been placed outside and pushed. So they've obviously picked something up. Maybe they had gloves on, but the police said that wasn't good enough to get any DNA off, so they weren't going to come around and have a look. After I discovered there was more tools that had gone, I said to the police officer, I'm going to go and look for my tools now. Obviously they don't advise it, so I was looking in shops that sell second-hand products, and I said, what rights do I have if I discover my tool in that shop? The police lady said, how do you know it's yours? And I said, well, I'll know. Sometimes the little rubber moulding on the edge of a tool just flicks up and it annoys the hell out of you, but you know it's your one because the way your finger sits on it. You know, there's little things like that, so you'd know it was yours. And obviously they're marked, but the marking can be scraped off and removed. Anyone's who's a thief's gonna scrub that off, aren't they, to resell it. Unless you can prove it's yours, you're not gonna get it back, because it's almost the thief's property then. The CCTV covers all of this area right down to the end. They've come in via the field, found a blind spot down the edge here. That left-hand window there has been carefully chiselled out and the glass removed. I've put it back in, and you can see the decking that I've temporarily nailed inside. I've had some measurements taken of all the windows, and I'm having iron bars made. Didn't want to do that, but you've got to protect your tools. I'm just in the process of cladding this old building. So there's another window there, but it's right in view of the cameras, so they didn't tackle that one. All of these locks have all the screw holes drilled out, so it's got a big old lock there, Harson staple there. It's got a motion sensor, so as soon as you get in it should trip the alarm. This is the lock that they managed to chisel out. It's the mortise lock, and now I've added this piece of oak on here just to reinforce that edge, and there's a steel plate there. I'm going to put a sheet of steel over that door and add some more locks as well, so that hopefully will keep them out. I've never had anything stolen off me, and when you go through that you start seeing, you know, on Facebook there's my van got broken into, but I understand that not everyone can take their tools out. They might live in a flat or somewhere where they don't have a drive or somewhere to put them. It's rife. It's everywhere. Nearly everyone I know has had something stolen from them. Got a crew cab truck with the seat removed, and I always used to have this lockable box, and it was bolted down to the floor. So I've taken it out of the truck now, you know, all my batteries, and it's going to be so heavy that's going to go in there.
So what Sam's got here is the Mydome wireless driveway motion alarm. I've got one of these, they're fantastic. For 40 quid you get 2 sensors and a plug-in chime, and each sensor has its own sound so you know where the movement is coming from. So you can have one at the back of the house, one at the front of the house, and it works brilliantly. I've had mine for 2 years and I haven't even had to change the batteries yet, so I really recommend that.
So what Sam doesn't realise is that as he's setting up his driveway alarm, which we've supplied him with, we've also bought him a brand new impact driver to replace the one that was stolen, and I'm going to go and surprise him with it right now. So Sam, not only have we got you a driveway alarm, we have replaced your impact driver that was stolen.
Wow, thank you so much. That's absolutely cracking.
What's the first thing you're going to do, Sam?
Put some screws in.
And you're going to mark your tool up, aren't you?
I am definitely going to mark it, yeah. Fantastic, thank you so much. This one has 4 settings, Abe. My other one only had 3. I've been upgraded. That is a nice piece of kit.
We're going to see you soon on Skill Builder, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got a video where we're putting up a garage, so I give them a little bit of a help. We've done some insulation there, Jen and I, so yeah, that's where you'll see me next. With thieves, they're always going to find a way, so it's just we've got to keep on top of it, you know. Now we've covered the front and the back, we've got alarms, we've got sensors, we've got cameras. I'm going to add 2 more cameras as well, just to cover any blind spots. But with marking of tools, I think that, you know, that DNA style pen, I'm going to invest in one of those as well. Get that, subscribe, or whatever you need to do to it. I'll have to look into it. But this is our livelihood. When I went to pick up my driver and it's not there, you become so reliant on your tool. My dad would have used he would have pre-drilled everything and used a Yankee screwdriver.
Okay, so here's the other thing you need to check if you have a website for your business. Nearly half of all websites are powered by WordPress, and it's great. We use it here at Skill Builder, but if you upload an image to your site that was taken with your phone, there's a really good chance that those pictures will contain metadata, which includes exact location details. So if, like Sam, you've got a workshop and you're taking pictures of what you're doing, you upload them to your website, people will know exactly where you are. So if you've got a WordPress website and you want to get rid of that metadata, follow the link in the description. We'll show you how to get rid of it. If you're interested in marking your tools or any equipment with the SelectaDNA kit, we've got a discount code for you at the moment. Follow the links in the description. You can get 10% off. And let us know in the comments if you've had your workshop broken into and what you've done to prevent it happening in the future.